So I'm going to do my very first video review of a product. I got this in the mail. It's Veer Cosmetics HD Foundation. It can be bought directly from the manufacturer online. I got the natural shade. I ordered the product about a week ago tomorrow, so it took about a week to ship, which is pretty normal for anything outside of Amazon. So this is a foundation, obviously for the face. So I'm in a wedding in 2 days, so I want to test it out before the wedding and see how it works. So here we go. Packaging is nice, very, comes in a pump. I'm not sure if I need to shake it, but I am. I'll admit, when it comes to product, I am not very snotty. Typically, I use anything from the drugstore, even stoop down to the dollar store. This has been great, and it came from the dollar store. Not gonna lie. So let me throw that away. Okay, so let's begin. I also get a lot of makeup from Ipsy and subscription services, but I kind of cut it off because they were sending me some of the same stuff that I already had. And I was just I had a bunch of eyeliner and nail polish, and I don't really wear nail polish much. Nor do I really wear much eyeliner, to be honest. So here's the brush I'm going to use. It's actually a small contour brush, but I use it for foundation. I got it in an Ipsy bag a while back. So Veer claims, I'm not going to do the Sharpie test, but they claim that the foundation can cover a Sharpie on your face. I don't have a Sharpie in my house, so I don't want to do the test, obviously, since I don't have a Sharpie. But they also claim that it, only in as little as 3 pumps, it can cover your whole face. I'm going to test that out. I'll probably start with one, see where it goes, and then go from there. So let's see. How do I open the product? There we go. So I'm going to put... Okay, not pumping. Okay. There we go. That's 1 pump on the brush. So I typically just dab, 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 dab. Yeah. Looks like I'm going to need another pump, I can already tell. So I will go ahead and add that. There we go. Looks like 2 pumps should be sufficient. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and blend it. I start with the top of my forehead, really get that T-zone area. Looks like the color is pretty on point. I'm a little bit tanner just because it's the summer. So I ordered the natural shade, which is kind of like the second lightest. And this covers a lot better than this. This is really white. So I usually have to use a lot of bronzer with that. But I don't even know if I'm going to have to use bronzer with this. It covers really, really well. To kind of give you an idea, sorry, I'm using my mirror too. I like to get under the eyes a lot. Just go ahead and get the cheeks. Go to the other side. And I do have some blemishes on my face. You'll notice I have something under my eye. I've been having a reaction to some of the concealer I've been using under my eyes. It's been kind of leaving little bumps. But it covers it pretty well. I like it too. It's very, very light. It's not very thick. Like this is really thick. Maybe you get what you pay for, and this was $1, and this was about $20 with shipping. But figured what harm could be from, I need a new foundation anyways. So yeah, I mean, it's covering, as you can see, I have some blemishes on my chin that it's covers the eye. It blends really, really well for a foundation. I haven't had a foundation blend this well in a long time. I really like this. I'm pleasantly surprised. I usually can't get a good foundation on the first try. Like, it blends perfectly. The light makes it, this light, my bathroom light makes it look light, but looking in the mirror, it's definitely not as light as it looks like on my phone. Anyway, so the next step I use, again, drugstore Rimmel bronzer. I'm not going to have to use much of it, but I do always like to give a bronzer to my skin. I feel like it just gives it a little more polished of a look and blends a little bit better because I do have naturally darker skin, darker limbs. So And my face is typically a little bit wider just because I wear hats a lot in the summer and I try not to expose my face to the sun as much. So I do rely a lot on bronzers, especially in the summer, to just kind of match my shade a little bit. So just a little bronzer here. And the bronzer seems to sit well on the foundation, which is good. It's not, you can tell the foundation's not absorbing it in like patchy spots or anything. It's pretty evenly spread. Get a little on the cheeks here. And again, I like this. It's not really heavy. It's not cakey at all. Like, I don't feel like I have like, I don't know. I don't feel like when I use that other stuff, the other BB cream, that kind of can go on a little cakey and a little thick. So I like this. It's very, very thin. Goes on really well. It blends really well. I'm not having to honestly use as much bronzer as I normally use. Okay. The next step in my makeup process is the blush. Again, drugstore CoverGirl blush, nothing fancy. I try not to use a very, very like deep red blush. I like just the shimmer of the blush. I don't really like a lot of it. And I just, you know, highlight the cheekbones, usually one or two. Brush it, whatever you call it, brushes, a blush. The next step, this is for just like my day-to-day makeup. I try to avoid eye makeup. My eyes are very, very sensitive to mascara, and I still have yet to find one I really like, and I actually enjoy not wearing it. So I don't usually wear a lot of eye makeup. It's just, I like to look more natural. Obviously, I'm a very sporty person. I don't, you know, I'm not super high glam or anything. So, but I do, I love to keep my eyebrows looking pretty fresh. I do not pluck my eyebrows regularly. I like a very natural brow. So what I use, this is just a Clinique eye palette that I've had for years. I just use this brown shade, and I got this brush from Etsy. It's just a small angle brush. It works really well with the brows. So I just do a couple brushes of that just into my brows. So just kind of right here. Just fills it in a little bit, gives it a little more definition. I mean, it's not a drastic change, as you can see. I mean, it's just kind of right there at the end of the brow, fills it in a little bit more. I usually do 2 brushes of this per brow. Anyway, just accents your brow a little bit. And I like how this foundation, you know, actually absorbs this this brow filler, or whatever you want to call it, a lot, and really gives my brows definition. So, one more. So that's kind of, I mean, the basics for what I do. I'll kind of put on some eye makeup too. Since I've already gone this far, I have nothing else to do. So I am gonna, this foundation does, since it's a little bit lighter, it makes this brow, this eyeshadow brow filler look a little bit darker. But, let's see. My eyes do feel a little bare, so I will do some eye makeup because I'm bored and whatever else. So, anyways. Let's see. I usually base, you know, my eyeshadow off of what I'm wearing. I'm not really doing much tonight. I'm actually going to go to the gym after this, so I don't really care what color it is. So I'm just going to go with whatever. I'm probably going to just go with a more natural look. So here, this Dirty Little Secret Cosmetics Teaser Eyeshadow, another Ipsy bag. It's very neutral. I like it. So I typically go with a neutral and then sometimes a highlight color. So I will go with that, and then maybe just, let's see, I don't actually own a lot of, again, a lot of eyeshadows. I don't use it a lot. I'll actually just probably go with that shade. It should be fine. I'm not gonna try to put too much on there. So I just using the same brush I used for my brows, just clean it off a little bit on my hand. And again, as you can tell, I am not a huge makeup person. I'm not a huge girly girl. This is the first I've ever done this, so you can make fun of me, whatever. Hopefully I'll edit this video a little bit so it's not as awkward, but even so, I don't have the right terminology and verbiage for stuff. But I enjoy doing makeup and doing my own makeup. I enjoy experimenting with my hair. I think I'm good at it. Others may say I look like a clown. I don't know. I really don't care either. But so I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on my eyes. It's kind of an orange shade. I started at the bottom. I'm gonna go all the way up to the brow line. I like it. It's pretty neutral. It doesn't really bring out the eyes too much. Like, doesn't look clowny, I guess is the right way to put it. Again, do the other one. So I did that. I am not going to line my eyes because I am going to the gym. I don't want to sweat and get it all black. And I mean, I'm not a huge eyeline person anyways, but I will just use some basic mascara. I like this one. A friend of mine gave it to me. I'm not sure what it is. Guerlain or something. I don't know. I like the flatness of it. And I like how thin the mascara application is. I don't put a lot on there. Again, my eyes are kind of sensitive to it, so I try not to. I'll probably wash this off honestly when I'm done with this tutorial because I just have a hard time wearing it. I'll probably wear it for the wedding, obviously, but I mean, I try to wash it off as soon as I'm done with whatever I am. I try not to sleep in it, because that's when it really gets to my contacts, because unfortunately I don't take my contacts out at night. I don't like taking my contacts out too much, because I feel like the more you touch your eyes, the more susceptible they are to germs, no matter what, even if you wash your hands, whatever else. So I just put a little up on the top and bottom of my eyelashes. And then one thing I have come to love in the last like year to 2 years, I used to never wear lipstick, anything on my lips. And I never really thought it would make a difference until I started doing it. So funny story, I've had this Merle Norman stick since high school, probably before. It's a lip liner and a lip color. It was at my parents' house. I was home one weekend. I found it and I used it and I loved it. So I used the lip color side, and I just put a little bit on. You know, it's pretty neutral. It just adds a little bit extra. And when I'm really wanting to like dress up and go out, and kind of just, you know, look a little bit more over the top, I like, sorry. Oh, by the way, this was the concealer I've been using. I like it. Actually, I usually wear it, but this foundation has covered up everything that I don't need it. But, I mean, it's pretty good. Got it from the drugstore not too long ago. The only issue is I've seen is it, my under eye region's a little sensitive to it, but no biggie. So, to add extra color to my lips, I love this. Again, Ipsy bag. The Juice Beauty. It's a lip pen. I like it. It's not like a lipstick. It's a little bit different of a texture, but it's pretty bright red, so I like it. It gives you that little extra glam look that you're going for, especially on a night out. I'm gonna go to the gym and everybody's gonna make fun of me because I'm so made up, but whatever. So just like literally a little bit of this, like you don't even need a lot, like one, and it goes a long way. So that's kind of the complete look. Again, like if I'm really going out, really trying to look nice, you know, especially for the wedding, special events, Anything else, I will put some eyeliner on. But since this is basically a review of Veer, I will say I really like it. Let me change lights. That's just not the best lighting. And obviously my hair's not done, so it could be a little bit better, but this is pretty good light to show the coverage. It covers and blends pretty well. I didn't even have to put on a lot of bronzer. I'm really, really impressed with this, and I'll honestly say, like, I mean, I was planning on critiquing it. I was planning on sending it back if I hated it. Like, and I'm pretty cheap, and I didn't want to spend $18 on foundation, but I really like this. So yeah, I mean, sorry my hair's not done. Maybe I'll take my hair down. Maybe that'll make it look a little better. Give you a little bit more film. Not really. My hair's pretty dirty. Didn't wash my hair for this. Wasn't planning on doing it. But yeah. See, I mean, I have some, you know, zits, but it's pretty much covered that. And it covered the place on my eye. Sorry. I'll upload some selfies that or look a little bit better. But yeah, that's it. Highly recommend Veer. You can buy it online.